Hello everyone. So in the previous video we saw about what is a milling machine, what are the components of a machine and how it works. So in this video we will be seeing about what are the operations can be done in a milling machine. So the main purpose of a milling machine is to produce some flat surface. So what the name of the cutter is based on the operation we are going to do. So if you are going to do some plain milling, the cutter used for that is called as a plain cutter, and if you are doing an end milling operation, so the cutter used for that is called as a end mill. So the cutter is named based on the operation that is done. Now let us see in brief about the operations of the milling machine. So the first one is plain milling or a slab milling operation. So this is the most common type of milling machine operation. It is performed to produce a plain flat horizontal surface parallel to the axis of rotation of a plain milling cutter. The operation is also known as slab milling. This is to perform operation work on the cutter or secured properly in the machine. The depth of the cut is set by rotating the vertical feed of the table, and the machine is started after selecting the right feed and speed. So this diagram, it shows about a plain milling where there is a workpiece and above that is a slab milling cutter or a plain milling cutter, because usually the cutters are named based on the operations it is done. Since it is a slab milling operation, the name is the cutter of the name of the cutter is slab milling cutter. And the next one is face milling operation. So face milling, it is the simplest milling machine operation. This is performed by a face milling cutter rotated about an axis perpendicular to the work surface. The operation is carried out in plain milling and the cutter is mounted on a arbor to design a flat surface. So the major function of a milling is to produce some flat surfaces. The depth of the cut is adjusted by rotating the cross feed screw of the table. So this diagram, it represents a face milling operation where the face milling cutter is moved against the workpiece to produce some flat surface. And the next one is end milling operation. So end milling operation is also used for producing a flat surface which may be vertical, horizontal or at an angle in reference to the table surface. The cutter used is an end mill. The end milling cutters are also used for production of slots, grooves or a keyways. A vertical milling machine is more suitable for end milling operation. So this is the end mill cutter that is used in the workpiece to produce a flat surface. So it may be a horizontal surface, vertical or an angled surface. And the next one is slot milling operation. So the operation of producing of keyways, grooves and slots. So this is nothing but the way path of producing a T-shaped ways or a keyways or a slots of varying shapes and size can be performed in a milling machine. It is done by using a plain milling cutter, a metal slitting saw and an end mill, or by a side milling cutter. The open slots can be cut by a plain milling cutter, a metal slitting saw or by a side milling cutter. The closed slots are produced by using end mills. So this is about the slot milling operation, and here you can see there is a cutter which produced a T slot. So this T way is called as a T slot. So a T slot is produced in the workpiece. The next one is angular milling. So angular milling, if it is so here in this diagram there are two cutters attached, two angular cutters are attached to produce a V surface. Sometimes even a single cutter can be used to produce one inclined surface alone, or if we need some V blocks we can combine two cutters to produce a V blocks. So the main purpose of this operation is to producing an angular surface on a workpiece or other than at a right angles of the axis of the milling machine spindle. The angular groove may be single or a double angle and may be varying included angle according to the type and contour of the angular cutter used. One simple example for angular milling is production of V blocks. So for producing a V blocks, two angular cutters are combined together and producing a V-shaped block in a workpiece. The next one is form milling. Form milling is an operation for producing irregular contour by using form cutters. A irregular shape may be a concave surface or a convex surface or any other shape. After machining, the formed surface is inspected by a template gauge. So this diagram, it shows a form milling cutter of concave surface. The cutting rate for a form milling is 20% to 30% less than that of a plain milling cutter, and the cutter used for this is form milling cutter, since it is named on the operation that is done, that is form milling. So here the cutter is used in the kept in the workpiece, and either a concave surface or a convex surface is produced. The next one is straddle milling. So straddle milling is an operation of producing a flat vertical surface on both sides of a workpiece by using two-side milling cutters mounted on a same arbor. So in the same arbor there are two cutters, so it simultaneously produces same surface in a workpiece on both the sides. So the distance between the two cutters is adjusted by using a spacing collar. So there is a spacer which helps in adjusting the distance between the two cutters. The straddle milling is commonly used to design a square or a hexagonal surfaces. The next one is gang milling. Gang milling is the operation of machining several surfaces of a workpiece. So simultaneously two different operations can be done in a single workpiece with the help of a gang milling. So two cutters of performing different operations are placed in a same arbor, which helps in which does the simultaneously two works at the same time. The method saves much of machining time and is widely used in repetitive works. So when we need to do the same work for different times and different component different two work pieces, so this type of gang milling is opted instead of going with a plain or a slab milling. So cutting speed of a gang cutter is calculated from the cutter of the largest diameter. So this is about the gang milling operation. And the next one is thread milling. So thread milling is the purpose is to produce some threads on the workpiece. So a suitable cutter is chosen according to the need, and a thread milling operation is performed on the workpiece. So the cutter usually will be of this shape, and threads are produced of this diagram. And this is about the next one is about the gear cutting. So gear cutting, so usually milling means everyone will remember that it is for producing gears. So the main purpose of this milling machine is to produce some profiles like gears. The gear cutting operation is performed in a milling machine by using form relieved cutter. The cutter may be cylindrical type or end mill type. The cutter profile fits exactly to the tooth space of the gear. Equally spaced gear teeth are cut on the gear blank by holding the work on a universal diving head and then indexing it. So these are about the operations that can be done in a milling machine. Thank you.